Well, howdy. This is a video response to my pal Cheezie, Cheeseball, the former Cheeseball. He has a new channel now. Yeah. I looked at your video, well, it was a little while ago, and then I seen a comment you left in one of my video. Hint, hint, make a video response to my new video. So it's like, okay. Alright, Cheese, I'll make a video response. I should go back and look at your video again so I don't booger up this video response. But I think I got the general idea. Choices that you make in situations on how you're going to deal with things. I guess you're referring mostly to negative situations. Like I said, I should go back and look at the video again. Yeah. Well, I've dealt with my share of negative situations, which I'm sure a lot of people have. There are times that I'm pretty decent about dealing with negative situations. I try to use my brain. And I try to think my way through the situation and decide what I'm going to do. That's some of the time. There's other times that, yeah, I get mad. I get mad. Now, what would cause me to get mad rather than try to think through intelligently? There's one thing that I've seen through life, dealing with people, and that's that there are some people that they get a thrill out of causing problems. And my ability to deal with some of these people, well, it's getting harder and harder for me to maintain being cool. Okay, some examples. Well, injustice. Just totally unnecessary reactions or activities or words from somebody. Okay. I was at Starbucks a couple weeks ago, and I like lots of sugar in my coffee. And they have packets, so it's like I got to rip open a whole bunch of packets. I get a giant coffee with two shots of espresso, so it's strong, and I put just a little cream in it and 10 packets of sugar. Now, how long does it take to rip a packet of sugar up? Rip, pour, rip, pour. Okay, maybe it takes a minute. I had a guy behind me that was so mad about waiting for me to put my 10 packets of sugar in that he almost like yelled out a comment. He's like, now I'm going to paraphrase because it was a while ago, a couple weeks ago, but he's like, yeah, how about sometime today, or something like that, you know. It was nasty and it was loud, and I'm like, it's like I froze for a second. It's like, what was that? And I slowly turn around, and there's this big, mean-looking guy who's like glaring at me. Yeah, he was big enough, he probably could have whooped my butt, right? But I didn't like that, you know? And I look at the guy and I say, are you talking to me? Well, he's staring right at me, right? He's like, yeah, I'm talking to you. And then he repeated it again, right? And I'm thinking, I don't like that. I said, with this kind of the face that I got right now, I'm like, well, it takes as long as it takes, and when I'm done, I'm done. Oh, he was glaring, you know. So, you know, I wasn't exactly sure how to handle that situation. I could have turned around and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just about done." But I don't like nasty people. And there's people that deal with other people in such a way that the nastiness is almost contagious. You know what I mean? I have a job where overwhelmingly, I'm either as nice as I can be, or certain times I'm just more neutral. But everything's nice, and just every now and then I run into somebody that, I mean, they're rubbing me wrong. It's people are looking for a reaction. One guy told me he was going to flat me. I should make a video about it. It was, I had another guy. I went to a mushroom farm, and I pull up there, and this guy, he had a smile on his face, and he starts yelling at me. Basically, he wanted me to get out of my truck, and he had his fists up. Now, in this particular day, I used my brain rather than, some guys would just, they'd jump out of the truck and say, "Come on, man, let's do it. Come on, come on, come on." But it's like, I don't feel like getting into some fight with some stranger over nothing. What is this? So I was cool and calm about it. I was a little ticked off, though, too. But I was cool and calm about it, and I went to the office, and he already got to the office before me, and I hear him, yelling about me. I did nothing. I pulled into where they had this mushroom farm, and I pulled into their parking lot, and he wanted me to get out of my truck, and he wanted to beat me up. Unbelievable. What other situations? Here's one I used to get mad at. I had a job for a long time, and a guy I worked with, I don't know why, but I was in my early 20s, 21 I think, or 20, when I got the job. And this guy, for the next 7 years or so, he would pick on me. It's like I did nothing to this guy. Nothing. And I figured it out eventually. It took a long time, but it was like he is feeding on my reaction. So it's like individual circumstances, like for this one in particular, it's your own reaction that leads someone on. I think the first couple times he started saying stuff at me, I just kind of looking at him like, what's with this guy? But then he would just do it. I wouldn't say every single time I seen him, but enough times. It was, several times a week or whatever. And I got to the point where I was getting mad and just but it took a long time, and I figured it out, and it was like, you know what? This guy is feeding on my reaction, and he's getting a thrill out of it, right? And he was twice my age. I got to the point where I didn't react, but I would say something similar, something that's supposed to cause a negative reaction. I'd say it back to him, and I'd watch him starting to fry a little bit. It was like, how's it feel, buddy? So, one more. I'm going to run out of time here. I could probably sit here for a long time. But there was a guy, I used to go in the store, I had to make a delivery there. And he thought he was so funny. I carried all this stuff in my arms, and he'd always say, "Hey, you got a match?" Ha 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 ha. And one day I looked at him and I go, "Yeah, I got a match. Your breath and a buffalo fart." And everyone in the store started laughing their ass off. He never said anything to me again other than hello and be nice. So, dealing with people is in different ways. See ya.